Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday morning craft with me. I hope y'all have had a great weekend. Say hello as you're coming in. Hey guys. Y'all let me know if sound is good and everything. Can y'all hear me? So I've had a week since I've seen y'all last. Let me know if y'all can hear me before I start talking too much. I had some problems with microphones last week. Hair is not looking good this morning. There we go. Leave it down a little bit. Hello, who is here? All right, so welcome to Tuesday Morning Craft with me. We're going to keep it pretty simple today. If you were here last week, I struggled a lot and that did not work. It just didn't work out. Hello, thank you for coming. So I'm going to keep it simple today. We're going to use Fusion paint and we're going to use transfers and we're going to get some things painted and fixed up for Christmas. So last Wednesday night, Mason, my 13-year-old, dislocated his patella at football practice. We spent Wednesday night at the ER, Thursday with the orthopedic, MRI, the whole thing, and they put it back in place, and he has a torn ligament or something, and now they're trying to decide if he needs to have surgery. So been on the phone with the doctor's office this morning trying to get somebody to figure that out. So that's where we are with that. He missed his first 2 days of school because he couldn't walk. And he did go back yesterday with crutches and a brace. And it was rough on him. Hey, Vicky, how was your weekend? All right, so I've just pulled some things out of my stash. I had this little wood box. It was a button box that belonged to, let's see, where's my camera? There. Belonged to Mama Nail. So I'm going to paint that and probably put a transfer on it. And this is just a little mailbox I picked up for $2.25 at the thrift store this week. And then I have this finial that was $1. Green tags were $1 that day. It says $4.99, but I paid $1. That needs painted. I just thought it was cute. And I pulled out a couple of transfers that I didn't get to use. Hey, Linda. I had never got to use these from last year's Crimson Velvet, I think, was this one. And this one might have been the year before last, some more of those fairies. So, trying to use up all my old transfers. That's what I'm going to do. And for the colors I picked out today, I have got Manor Green, which is a dark green. And I thought it would look really cool with this transfer. And then I have a light beige Champlain. So we're just going to paint and talk. My back's hurting, but that's okay. Let's start with this little box. Y'all think it's going to bleed? I'm not thinking it is. Plus, I'm going to use a dark paint on it, so I'm not worried about it. All right. Gotta have some help with that one. The weekends do go by fast. Too fast. Whoop. All right. Got it open. Got it on my fingers. It's a normal start to my day. Okay. Let me get some watts. This box is nice in the inside. I'm not going to do anything at the inside. So y'all tell me what you did this weekend. I've got my sugar-free vanilla iced coffee. Haven't had one since Thursday. Of last week. That's a pretty green. I love painting with Fusion. I think this is just going to be a one coater. Am I missing comments or is nobody talking? So I have been putting off letting Mason play football for a long time, and I finally gave in. He's in the 8th grade, and he's already hurt before the season even starts. Good morning, y'all. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Sister So. Hey, Anna. I'm good. I was just telling everybody about my son dislocating his patella at football on last Wednesday night. We've been to orthopedics, MRIs, emergency rooms. He missed his first 2 days of school. I got him re-enrolled yesterday, and he's back at school on crutches and in a brace, and we're waiting to hear from the orthopedic surgeon today. And that's pretty much consumed. He went to school today, and he went yesterday. It was tough on him. It was his actual first day of high school too. So, that's a new school, new classrooms, figuring out where everything is, and poor little guy's doing it with crutches and a brace. So, he was tired last night. And of course, we're trying to keep the swelling down too, and he can't really elevate his leg at school. So we're icing and keeping it elevated in the evenings. This is Manor Green. It is a fusion. There we go. And yes, I do sell it. SusieOnTheFarm.com. I have tons of greens because green is my favorite. So I get every green I can possibly get. But this one I think is going to be my Christmas green this year. It is gorgeous. I've done lots of furniture in this one. You missed the last two? Okay. I remember you weren't here last week. It was a fail. Total fail. One of my cameras kept going out. The project didn't work out good. I did do a paint and lay, like a second application, and it turned out good, but the whole project didn't work. So I'm keeping it simple today. We're painting, we're transferring. That's it. I got two colors. This gorgeous manor green, which I think I'm finished with, to be honest. Let me put my hair up. Hey, Brenda. I don't know if there's a whole lot of delay, but I hope not. All right, let me put this one away. I made a good mess with it already. I have not even had a chance to play with them yet. That's what I'm doing as soon as I get off this live, because I'm going to do a video with them tomorrow. I went to the thrift store yesterday, got just a few good blanks to decoupage. I'm not very good at the paintables, and there's several of the paintables. I love the music notes, and I love the flock ones, the Christmas flock and the fall flock. And the classical, oh, it's just perfect. So I'm excited to start using them here in just a little bit. Don't know a date on the IOD yet. In my experience, what is this? It'll probably be around the end of this month, 1st of September, but that's, I don't know the date yet. Nobody does. Well, I'm sure a lot of people do, but not this girl. But I am going to try to use some of the paintable ones today. I do have some, if I can find them. I've got some watercolor pencils. I think that would be fun. I'm just not a very good painter. Okay, let me dry this real quick so I can move it out of the way and paint some more. Alright, I've also got this cute little mailbox, and I am going to pop this fleur-de-lis off of here. Let's see, what did I pay for? There we go. I'm not going to worry about them holes. $2.25. Where did I get this? Oh, I went to a little thrift store I never go to much. And I got the coolest lamp and this and just a couple of pumpkins. I'll get that off later. I would like to do Sweet Pickins because it's definitely my favorite milk paint. Hey, Sharon. But I already have the Fusion milk paint, and it just does not sell well for me. But I know that's because Sweet Pickins is such a good milk paint. I have never regretted becoming an IOD stockist. I was going to be buying the stuff anyway. I might as well be buying it at wholesale. And now I have access to everything. All right, so this is Champlain. It's just a, uh-oh, am I frozen? There it goes. This is definitely going to be a 2-coater. Fusion sticks really good to metal. This paint's kind of got thick. I'm just going to put a transfer over them holes. Maybe it'll be all right. I have before. This is really about the only live I do, and I don't know if I have that many people coming to where it would affect my sales, but if not, we can use some milk paint. Oh, yes. Her name is Wheezy. And I haven't seen her this morning. It's raining, and there's a little, it was a car dealership, but they've got one of those little, like storage houses, and it's got a front porch on it that's open underneath. And I think that she likes to be under there when it's raining. As soon as I finish this, I'm going to call her and eat. But her name is Wheezy, and she is doing so good. $65 a month is really good. I don't know how much space that is, but that's a, I've never seen it that low around here. So I say go for it. I like the milk paint too. I haven't used all the colors. They're only open 3 days a week. All the ones around here also charge a percentage. Most of them charge you the credit card fees too. So look into that. And some of them even charge advertising fees. But that seems pretty good. I mean, as long as you make rent, at least you're getting. That's how I looked at it. I just want to make rent to begin with, and um, anything over that is just gravy. And I always made over rent. Okay, so which color do we want? I think I'm gonna do this finial in this light color too, and then distress it or dry brush it. Ooh, maybe I could do. I don't know. We're gonna start with this. Things like this, these finials and stuff, it's not like they sell really well, but they look really good in vignettes throughout the store. So, and sometimes they do sell too. I like to keep some done up. I mean, a lot of times if you put them in a vignette, people are like, oh, I want this whole little thing, and they'll buy all the pieces in it. Good morning. Good morning, Jen. I got 3 pieces I'm painting this morning. Playing it safe, using fusion and transfers. Because the whole goal is to not stress out and just hang out with you guys. Last week, that project did not work. That's why I never posted a picture of it. I got to go back and redo it. It did not work out. Good morning, Aileen. Thanks for coming, y'all. Hope y'all had a great weekend. I did. Once we finally got Mason settled and where all he wanted to do was snack and play his video game, we did go to the lake and with some friends, and we had a very good time. So, speaking of booths, I actually am going to be putting my IOD back up at Finders Keepers too. Just got approved for a second location, which that's where I originally was in town. It's an antique mall. And I've stayed in touch with them, and they have really been wanting me to get IOD back up there. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go for it. So I just have a big, like 13-foot wall. I'm just going to put IOD on it. Oh, that'd be great. Where do you live, Aileen? If you're driving a long way, just check to make sure because with Mason maybe having surgery and all that stuff, I may have to close some because I just won't be able to be here all the time. I am like 35 miles north of Birmingham in Coleman, right off of I-65, which is the highway that goes straight down the middle of Alabama. Here in the store, I sell mostly vintage items. I also have I have a lot of specialty items. I have a skincare line called Beehive Bathhouse, and I sell tons of that. I sell skinny syrups and then IOD and paint. So that's mostly what I sell here in the store. Oh yeah, Priceful. So I'm also about 35 miles away from Decatur. Actually grew up or in Trinity is where my family's from. Yeah, most of the time we have a waiting list. 20 goes straight to 65 in Birmingham. And you just go north on 65 to get to me. Oh, is it Aunt Nancy? She lives in Priceville, I think. I have lots of sweet aunts. Oh, Vaughn. Aunt Vaughn. Yeah. In the nursing home. That's my mom's sister. Okay, let me use my dryer so I can get a second coat. Yeah, um, it was a very big first step. And at that time, I didn't have a website. So I just did I didn't buy a ton. I didn't have everything in stock. I was very picky about what I did keep in stock. Yes, that's my Aunt Vaughn. She crochets all the time. She's bedridden, and that's what she loves to do. It starts, the 127 yard sale starts up in Gadsden, which is about 2 hours from me. But my mom and I do plan to get a trailer and do the 127 yard sale next year because it looked a lot of fun with people's trips this year. But it starts here in Alabama and goes, I think, 5 or 6 states. I don't have a lot of room here. Got myself too close. Look at that second coat, how pretty. Fusion has the self-leveler in it, so you rarely ever see brush strokes. So Coleman has the Chris Crandall mark every year for the holidays, and I put in to be on the waiting list for I don't know if they call them vendor spots or booths or whatever, but I don't know that I will get one, or I don't even know if I can even afford one, but I hope so. If I do it, I think I'm gonna mostly do like rice paper and stuff like that. That'll be easy to transport and set up. It's really, and that's very artsy. Sounds like the rain stopped. Probably be here in a kitty soon. Bye, Aileen. Thank you for coming. Tell Aunt Vaughn I said hello, and I'm coming to see her soon. If you see her. I just love that color. It's so pretty. So it looks like either way, if Mason has to have surgery or not, he's more than likely out of football this season. Which is bummed. Really got him bummed out. Look there. Of course I've splattered paint. Where's my wipes? Huh. Oh, there they are. I splattered white paint all over my dry green paint, so I'll probably have to go back over that. That's okay. Look at me. I have been at work for 1 hour and this is my hand already. And this is why I try to always have an apron on, or all my shirts are covered in paint. I'm the messiest painter. Okay, where are we? Let's see. We are watching paint dry currently. I'm going to use the dryer. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I try not to heat dry Fusion paint too much because it does have that self-leveler. And if you dry it too fast, it doesn't have time to level out on its own. I'm not going to concentrate on getting the backs and everything of these painted. I can do that offline after we get the transfers on these. I'll do one more coat on the front of this, and that will be it. I'm not seeing any comments if y'all are saying anything. I really can't believe I'm not hearing Wheezy out the door yet. Oh, I know. It's way too hot to do any of those summer craft fairs. I know that yard sale is going to be hot too. So this transfer, I think it was called Crimson Velvet. It was all very kind of dark and moody, and I did not get to use a lot of it, so I'm going to try to use some of this year. And I don't even know that this is just necessarily Christmas. But these are like, this is a book stack. Well, don't be afraid to post them on the inspiration page. We're all very, nobody's going to criticize you, I promise. And I mean, there are a lot of people that could give you just as good as ideas as me. I know that work thing is always getting in the way, Vicki. I remember those days. There we go. That was easy. Easy transfer. I got a little bit of white splatter on some of it. And I got to go back over this, but I think that would look pretty good if I did some of the gilded transfers, the gold gilded transfers on the bottom. This is Manor Green. It's a fusion color. It's going to be my Christmas green this year, I'm pretty sure. That looks really cute. Let's get this lid back off there. I'm going to paint the bottom while we wait. Making such a mess. It's, look at that. It is a beautiful, great coverage green. I'm just hoping he doesn't have to have surgery. It would be probably a pretty minor surgery if he does, but you know how mamas are when their babies are being put to sleep. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to try to get back in touch with the surgeon. See if I can figure that out. I know, I love this color. And then I also have to film an entire video today. Okay, let me dry for just a minute. You're messier than I am? I find that hard to believe. It's bad. I actually go to Gunnersville. We have a boat that stays in a marina over there, and it's like a cabin cruiser boat, 32-footer. I know of the milk paints, the primitive colors are like my favorite too. I just feel like if you're using milk paint, it needs to be primitive. This is not quite dry enough to put the transfer on yet, but I am going to put this fairy transfer as a perfect fit on the front of this. And I think I'll just cover them holes and hope for the best. And I think I'm going to come back and put a mold on the top of it too, of some sort, just to dress it up just a little bit. Maybe some corner molds too. It's still here, Linda. It's also on the website if you wanted to go ahead and get it and do store pickup. I don't think that's good enough dry to try yet. So I'm just going to let it dry just a minute. Susie on the Farm Inspiration Group on Facebook. It's just where I get all y'all to post your ideas and your finished projects and stuff like that for my inspiration. And everybody gives everybody advice and stuff like that. It's a private group. All you gotta do is send over a request and I approve them every day. Oh, I love these little fairies. Yeah, I think I'll put a little mold there and on the top. I'm being impatient, y'all, but I'm going to try it. If this pulls up the paint, it's your fault. I'm just kidding. Oops. Don't think it's going to. I'm not going to rub very hard. With these, when it's just one solid piece like this, they're easy. So I think I'll find some molds and paint them in the manor green. That would look pretty because there's some of that green in here too. Oh, look how pretty she is. All right. Only thing left to do is put a coat on the back of these, and I'm going to do the molds, and I just messed that up. Distress that other finial, and then I'll style them all together and take a picture. Y'all have any questions or anything you want to add before we say goodbye this morning? Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me on Tuesday. I feel like we've got a pretty good group of regulars here. Y'all invite your friends. The more the merrier. I'm going to go see if I can find Wheezy and feed her. And then I'm going to get started on the tomorrow night's video where I'm going to be using all the... Oh, I figured that there was some delay. 5 minutes is a long time. Wonder what that is all about. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow night on YouTube and back here next Tuesday. If you have anything you want to post on the Inspiration Facebook post, please, please, please feel free. It's a fun community over there. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good day.